Alright, so up next we got some paint that we are gonna go ahead and touch up all the bolt heads with. So instead of seeing all these little black specks along the walls, you hopefully won't notice them at all. But we're gonna do a white for the ones on the side and then kind of a brown color for the ones on the ceiling, so they all blend in and don't look like someone just screwed it all together. We got all the screws on the ceiling all painted so you can't see the shiny silver screws anymore, and all on the sides so you don't see the black screw heads everywhere you were seeing before. It obviously looks way nicer that way. Doesn't look like I made it. So now obviously all the screw heads gone, nice, way better looking. And then we'll have also, this is, I put another coat of stain and sealer on this so that, again, we're just super protected against the moisture that's going to come out of the shower. So try to stand back and get a good look at that. It's still taped off right now, just drying. I'll go and peel it off later when it's less wet, but hopefully I can get a little bit more in tonight. Next step, between the panels here, I want to take the caulk gun and just fill in and smooth out just to make sure it's all looking nice and you don't see these little half-inch, quarter-inch gaps everywhere. Not really half-inch, but big gaps. That way we can close it out and have it look really nice. So that's what's up next. Thanks for watching. Alright, up next on this episode of painting bolts and filling cracks, we're going to go around and caulk all the seams between all the panels. And I want you to know this whole episode I'm going to do everything in my power not to make any caulking jokes. So we're just going to go around, do our job, fill the seams, and that's really it. Alright, so we wrapped up all the walls. You can see, probably not super well from where you're at, but all the seams are caulked and they look way better. That was done with the white caulk. Now we're going to use the brown caulk to do the ceiling. We'll do all the gaps, edges, everything like that, between panels, all that stuff. So hopefully the 3 I have is enough, but we'll see. Okay, so quick run around. All the seams have been done. Some were a little bigger than others, so they look a little bit better. Some were a little bit smaller, so they look even better than that. So here you go. You can kind of see just how nicely these panels all now look like they tie together. As you walk around, you can see just like they just seem to fit better now. Obviously, they look a lot cleaner. There's obviously some areas that are not the best, but that's kind of how this stuff works, unless you're real good at it, and I'm not that good. So pretty simple stuff otherwise, you know, get everything all about where you want it, and if you get a little bit on the edges you can always go back later and touch it up. Obviously some gaps are bigger than others, so they require a little bit more, some require a little bit less, but all in all looking pretty good. Also, kind of ignore the sparklies on the screen. I may have had the grinder pointing towards it when I was doing a little bit of grinding a while ago, and there's some little metal speckles in there. So I ordered a new one. I'm going to learn how to replace my lens shortly, but that's what's next. And you won't have to see all these sparkly things on the screen when we're done, and hopefully back to a little bit better 1080p quality. So enjoy watching, keep following along, and hopefully you learn something and decide whether you want to do one of these or not.